What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 9 of NHL 23 Vancouver Canucks Franchise Mode Series. As always, guys, wouldn't mind leave a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate the support. Right now, we're in the preseason with a 2-3-1 record, which honestly isn't the best. PD, though, having a good run right now, 10 points in 6 games. I'll show you guys our lines here to start this year. I'm definitely, optimistic we can get back in a deep playoff run. The last 2 years, we've gone deep. We lost in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final to the New York Rangers 2 years ago. Last year, we lost to the Dallas Stars in the conference final. So the last 2 teams to take us out won the Stanley Cup. So I feel like that's a good sign. We're good enough to compete for that cup. We just got to get a bit more lucky. So where you guys can see first line, PD, Misa, Michka, getting a +5. They're all 90+. Hopefully they can pop off. Second line here, we brought in Perot to replace Lekermacki. Unfortunately, he got offer sheeted. You can see there he's playing with Richie and Amonte. They get a +3. Third line, we brought in Lehkonen and Eriksson Ek, 2 very good two-way forwards, playing with Jake Neighbors. Fourth line's the same, Bantle, Tsunemi, and Peterson. Defensively here, obviously a big signing last summer, Adam Fox, 93 overall. We had to trade away Thomas Chabot to sign him, and he actually cost us so much money. That's why we lost Lekermacki, so he better be worth $14 million. You can see our top 4 Ds somehow got even better. Him and Theodore on the top pair there, +5. We then have the Hughes brothers on the second pair getting a +2, with Koltsov and Minishin on the bottom pair. Goaltending-wise, we got Huxley starting, Georgiev backing him up. So I feel like that team looks solid in terms of special teams. I mean, that first unit looks sick, +5. Second unit as well, 4-man 1. 4-man 2 is actually a +3, but they'll be okay. PK1's a +5. Both Eriksson Ek and Lehkonen are on it. They should be able to shut it down. PK2 even will also get a +5. The 0 there, 3-mans also look pretty good. Only get a -1 there on the third 3-man, which obviously is a pretty solid spot to be in terms of chemistry. AHL-wise here, I like this. Thomas Hurdle we brought in just for fun. Playing with Soderblom and Martone first line. Sexton here, 2174 medium elite. We've actually got 5 medium elite players on this AHL team, which is kind of crazy. Pagaduan, third line left wing, 71 medium elite. He's playing with T-Swift and Holland. Likens here, fourth line right wing, as a 67 medium elite. So 3 forwards there in terms of the defense. Jack-Eye, Kuhlman's on the top pair. Then have London, Andrews, PD Jr., and Frazee. Frazee, 1970 medium elite, so one of our defensemen. And then also, too, backing up Ratzlav there, Dice, 61 medium elite goalie. So obviously hope for a lot of growth from those medium elite prospects. Also, too, I actually forgot about some of them, so gonna probably trade away some of the higher rated scratch players like Zugin there, Engren even, don't really need. Same with Nygren, honestly. Those 3 guys will probably trade away just because they don't have much time left to grow. If they're not going to be playing, might as well try and get something for them. Alright, guys, let's see if the Devils will go, say, 2032 second round pick for these 3 guys. I doubt it, but they actually have, decent potential there. Let's see what they say. Trades rejected. Yeah, I figured the second was a bit too much to ask for, but honestly, I feel like we could get a 3rd round pick this year. Let's see. And they do say yes, okay. Now, I actually wanted to show you guys our draft situation for this year. It's absolutely incredible considering the fact we're competing for a Stanley Cup. 3 first round picks. Carolina there's from the Lekermacki offer sheet. Philly 1 is from the Thomas Chabot signing. We've got Carolina's 2nd, their 3rd, Devils 3rd, Islanders 3rd, our 3rd. Like, are you kidding me? We have 8 picks in the first 3 rounds. And the fact that, like, those 2 first-round picks are also worth a good amount, those could be lottery picks. So I would set us up very nicely, I think, for that final season, especially, too, we've got all those medium elite players to work with. If we want to make a big trade, say, for Jack Hughes, I know everyone wants me to try and get him, although I know it's going to be tough. Also, too, guys, I want to show you the contract situation here. So Hughes and Theodore need extensions, and Hughes actually wants barely a raise. Theodore wants a bit of a discount, actually, which is nice to see. And Callum Ritchie here currently making $2 million. He wants to make 6. Now, okay, we kind of got screwed here. So before I simmed the preseason, he was asking for like 4.5 for 3 years, where everywhere else he was asking for 6. So somehow his asking price has gone up. I didn't think that was going to happen. Just showing you guys how he did in the preseason, but whatever. We'll deal with it. Goaltending-wise, too, Huxley making $900K. He's going to want almost $9 million. So this is our year to win. Like, we have a bunch of guys who are going to get paid. I'm not going to afford to keep all of them. Obviously, if we can't hit on those first-round picks, we'll have some really good young players coming in. But with only 1 year left, even if they're like an 81 medium elite, that doesn't really help us out too much with 1 year left to go. So we'll definitely have to get creative in the final offseason, but heading into this year, guys, we've got 98 offense, 99 defense, 88 goaltending. Let's see how we do. Alright, guys, we're now in December here with a record of 20-13-5, currently 2nd there in the division, tied though with the Flames, actually. They just have 1 extra win on us. In terms of the AHL team, they're 1st there in the division. Based on points per game, it looks like, because they've actually got 1 less point than the team below them. Lockhart there, 24-29. I think he's wearing the C for the AHL team. Michael Misa, 47-38. Well, we have our first 100-point player of the sim. That'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, so far, can't complain with how the teams are playing. So, around the trade deadline here, guys, record of 36-21-7. 1st in the division. Flames, though, only 1 point back. Coyotes there, 86 points. They finally completed the rebuild. AHL team, there's now 3rd, but They have a really good record, I feel. 32, 16, and 8. The Ontario Reign are just insane, I guess. 82 points already. Let's see, Locke right there, still our leading scorer. NHL-wise, it's actually Amonte now, 68 and 64. He's got a good chance to hit 50 goals this year, which would be pretty impressive. So we'll get to the deadline. Obviously, we're a buyer. Not only are we really good, but with 2 years left to go in the franchise, there's really no point in selling. So we got Jordan Kyrou there. 1 year left, 8.5, 90 overall player. The value's nothing insane. This guy, unfortunately, is not signed. 90 overall goalie. Ooh, if we could get him to be the goalie for next year, because he sat out a year, so maybe he'd be cheaper. Kokaniemi, Barzell there, also 1 year left. Artukin, Simon Edmondson, up to an 88. Doc there's also 88. Carlson, 88 too. Reming's just selling a bunch of guys. Gensel there, Zach Werenski. Okay, so a lot of guys on the block. Werenski actually, 87 overall, only making 5.5. That'd be a pretty good guy to go after if our top 4D wasn't already stacked. So I'm thinking this goalie, because like I said, just no way we can bring Huxley back for $9 million. Hopefully this guy's seen out a year. We can get him for cheaper, and even if we can't, obviously we can just flip him. 24 years old, 90 overall, was a second round pick back in 2025. I mean, the last year he played, 0.911 and 2.95 on, I think, a pretty bad Blackhawks team. Like, yeah, this year they're not good at all. This guy is definitely worth taking a chance on. Unfortunately, our Hurricanes and Flyers picks have gone down in value. I should have known that, since obviously they got 2 good players from us. They'd probably sim better, but whatever. Maybe we give up our pick. That's not going to be enough. I could also give up Grossman here, unsigned, 2071, medium top 6. Obviously not too bad, but I don't know if you guys saw my players there before we got the trade offer. We have a ton of really good prospects. And again, with 2 years left to go, you can't keep them all. They're not all going to, develop in time. It's pretty insane. Like, look at that. We've got 5 medium elite skater prospects. Like, are you kidding me? Let's see. That looks pretty close. First round pick in Grossman for this goalie. They say yes. Okay, so again, that was 100% a insurance option, as I don't think Huxley's going to cost cheap for us. He's actually 2 overall higher, so Huxley's going to want $9 million. We can let him go via an offer sheet or just trade him for picks at the draft, give us more capital to make a blockbuster trade for Jack Hughes, somebody else. And then Harrenstam, if he doesn't take a cheap contract, we'll also just trade him away too. And like I was saying, guys, in terms of Jack Hughes, I mean, look at the trade value. It is almost at the max. So obviously we're not going to trade Mies, so we'd have to give up like Fox, or we'd have to give up, I guess Michkov would be okay. It would be Michkov and a big plus, so probably wait till the last year just in case, it's a bad move. We don't have to worry about it too much. Also, guys, I'm doing my due diligence right now. The other 2 first-round picks we got, Carolina there looks to be a contender for sure, 33 and 20, yet their status for some reason seller. Don't really understand that one. And then, of course, we got the Philly pick from the Shabbat trade. Philly here, also pretty good, but not quite as good, so I feel like if we trade either pick, would probably be Carolina. Alright guys, so next we're trying to make a big trade with the New York Islanders to get Matt Barzell. He's a local BC boy, 33 years old there, 89 overall, obviously a great skater. You can see there, yeah, 96 speed, 95 excel, amazing hands on him, pretty solid shot. I'm thinking he'd probably come in, play somewhere in the top 6 most likely. Not very much of a goal scorer this season, 6 goals there, but does have 38 assists. I'm offering up the Carolina Hurricanes first round pick, as well as this Levasseur prospect, medium elite. Again, we have so many. We might as well use a couple here and, try and make something happen. So he's worth of the 5 by far. He's also unsigned. You can see 21 years old, only a 58. Like, I thought Likens was bad, but a year older, 9 overall higher. The rest of the guys all in the 70s. So I think this is a good trade for us. I'm also asking for a second round pick back because the value before that was kind of too high on our side. We'll see what they say. I could definitely, lower that second rounder to a 4th or something. Here we go. Trade is rejected. Okay, so I should mention too, I got them retaining 50%. Honestly, we definitely need some picks back, it looked like. Let's try a couple 4ths. They don't have a 3rd. And there we go. Okay, so Matt Barzell is now a Vancouver Canuck. I think that was a pretty successful trade deadline for us. Alright guys, so the trade deadline's now over. I'm pretty happy with the 2 trades we made. Didn't really feel a need to make a 3rd. Let's see, we got Blake Lizotte there going to the Senators. Barrett Hayton to the Capitals. Varane to the Sabres. Very curious to see what's going to happen with him in Detroit right now. Romanov to the Jackets. Jordan Spence to the Bruins. Let's see, Otto Ratu to the Maple Leafs. Our trade, of course, for Barzell. Steele there goes back to the Minnesota Wild. Maverick Gork there to the Coyotes. Let's see. Pierre-Olivier Joseph to the Wild. Bobby Brink to the Avalanche. William Waller to the Kraken. Okay. Anything else? Werenski there got traded to the Coyotes. And Jacob Pelche on the Bruins now. So, really not too crazy of a trade deadline other than our trades. Although Werenski there on the Coyotes is a pretty big one. Otto Ratu must be pretty high rated. Or maybe Voloshenko is, because Lundqvist and guys usually don't get too amazing. So, we got Andreas Grice here. Let's see, 78 overall, 23. This guy's actually kind of nice. Why are they putting him on waivers? Yeah, I'll definitely claim him. Have him just help with the AHL team. Okay, so I just noticed PD Jr. is now 27 years old. He's done growing. I think this might be his time on the team. Grice here's 3 overall higher. Wow, the chemistry, that was not good. Ooh, that's even worse there. Oh my gosh, we're going to have to change something. Alright guys, just because the chemistry's so bad, I'm actually going to put PD Jr. back in, but we do have Bryce on the team now, which is nice. And next year, guys, I'll give you an update look at the NHL team. We now have Barzal on the second line playing with Richie and Amante. They get a +5. Pearl on the third line actually gets a +2. Jake Neighbors there is actually on the fourth line now, but I mean, 1 year left on the cheap contract. Probably couldn't afford to bring him back. He'll be okay. Now, I'm also playing Barzal in the second power play along with the second 4-man. He's so fast. He's got to be out there for that. As well, too, he's on like the 4-on-4, the 3-on-3, those lines. So hopefully he plays well for us. We paid a pretty big price to get him, but if we win the Stanley Cup this year, it's 100% worth it. Okay, guys, for the end of the season now with a record of 45, 27, and 10. Good for 100 points on the year. Unfortunately, the Sharks passed us there, finishing with 108. So they had a really strong second half. Coyotes there won their division. Maple Leafs 113, taking on the President's Trophy. AHL team 41, 21, and 9. Finished second in their division. Ontario Reign just too good this season. And then in the NHL, you got Michael Miso at just under a point per game. I really thought he was going to get to 100 with how strong of a start he had, but for whatever reason, he just slowed down. See, everyone else did here. Michka was 80, Amante 79, PD there 70. So, I mean, the first line did good. PD could have done a bit better, I think. Richie Perobo 58, Barzal there 51, only 7 goals. He actually had the exact same stat line as Quinn Hughes. That is pretty funny. Just curious to see Barzal with us. 7-18. Okay, I feel like he should be producing more than that. Like second line forward, second power play, second 4-man. I mean, he was probably on the first power play with the Islanders, but still. Fox there actually also had 51 points. So that's 9 players on our team with 50+ points. And Jay Theodore's pretty close as well. So, you know, definitely a lot of depth on this team. No one guy just kind of carrying the mantle. Goaltending-wise, Huxley, 914, 2.56. Those are good numbers. Those are good numbers. Hopefully those are good enough to win a Stanley Cup, even if we do lose him after this season. Raslov there in the AHL, pretty solid. Dice, not the best, but I mean, he's a 61. But what do you expect? He's medium elite potential. I want him to get that playing time. Hurdle there, only 56. Honestly, I thought he'd pop off a bit more than that. He did shoot the puck quite a bit, though. Martone, 52. He's now an 80, so maybe next year he'll make our team. Although, really not great defensively. And I don't think he makes our top 6, so I don't really know where his spot's going to be. Amelia Peterson there, Holland, Soderblom, T. Swift at 40 points. Hoping for big things from this guy. You know, turn into a celebrity like his namesake, but hasn't really been the case so far. Now, next year, guys, we'll take a look at the entire league. Connor Bedard, 94 points. So, pretty low-scoring year, honestly. No one at 100+. DeBrincat, 92. Sam McKinnon, Matthews, Zegras, Pasternak. Caulfield is down in the Ducks. Jesper Bratt, Mitch Marner. Goal-scoring leader was actually Connor Bedard, tied with Todd Korea there and Matthews, all at 50. So, I think they all split it in a 3-way tie, if I'm not mistaken. Defensive scoring here, Kel McCarr, 77. Brandstrom had a big year there. Topi and Himula, 67. That's honestly kind of crazy to see. Goaltending stats, Markin had the most wins, 44. Best save percentage for a starter is Herbal. I thought it might be. 916 is nice. Shesterkin, though, only .001 behind him. Now look at the best save percentage here for a starter. It's actually Herbal, one of our former goalies, 85 overall at 26. We got him in the second round of 2023. Goals against here for a starter. The best is Huxley. So we know how to draft good goalies, apparently. So I'm not too worried about losing Huxley. I feel like, you know, we've got a lot of talent. Somebody will step up. Now, in terms of the entire league standings here, guys, President's Trophy, like I mentioned, goes to the Maple Leafs. We were 6th there in the entire year. Anaheim kind of got screwed, finishing 12th, not making it in. Let's take a look. I see some teams are still in 81. People get annoyed by that. Oh, well. Points, the Blackhawks there, 70 in last place. Senators there, most goals 4. We were actually on the first page, just barely. Lowest goals against. Blackhawks had the worst. And we had the second best. Are you kidding me? Actually, there's a really good chance Huxley wins William Jennings unless the Maple Leafs get a shutout in their last game, because at that point, 1 goal to tie. I don't know who had the tiebreaker, and they let in 2 or more. We'll take it. So let's see here. Let's go, guys. I did a quick little sim. The Maple Leafs actually let in 5 in their last game, so they finished 3rd best, which means Huxley's taking home the William Jennings. Maybe even the Vezina Trophy, honestly. We'll have to wait and see. So first on the playoffs, we got the Vegas Golden Knights. Hopefully, he can take them out and make that run to the Stanley Cup. Like I've been saying, I feel like the last 2 years, we've gotten so close. I mean, 2 years ago, literally, we were a period away, I'm pretty sure. It was all tied up heading to that 3rd. So, we'll see what happens here. Vegas Golden Knights, Marchenko, Batherson, Chinikov, Cousins, Eichel, Hiddle, Barlow, Hischier, Zephyr. That's right, we made the trade with them. Hischier for Eriksson. He's on the 3rd line center for them as well, though. Defensively, Gooley. I mean, the defense, come on. Our top 4, no one on their team compares. This Alcock guy, 23-88, a very good goaltender. Saros backing him up. I feel like that's a solid, veteran backup at this point. So hopefully can take out Vegas here in round 1, but definitely not getting ahead of ourselves. First 2 games here in Vancouver, 5-3 win, 6-1 loss. Okay, series is tied 1 apiece. Head to Vegas. Unreal. Win the first game, and we lose the next 3 straight. I know that we've won the Stanley Cup in year 10 of the last 2 franchises, but I doubt it happens 3 times in a row. If it does, the game definitely makes it easier or something when it knows it's like your final year of the franchise mode. Let's see what happens here, guys. Game number 5. 5-4 OT loss. Are you kidding me? Lose to the Vegas Golden Knights round 1. Beat us in 4 straight games. That is depressing.
That sucks.
Callum Rich there, playoff scoring leader, 5 points, 5 games. We'll send the rest of it here and see who wins the Stanley Cup. I can't believe that. I thought this year, maybe next, we'd finally get it done. AHL team needs to win, I was going to say, the next 2 games. Unfortunately, they're also booed out in round 1 there by the San Diego Gulls. And the playoffs are now complete, guys. The Toronto Maple Leafs actually win the Stanley Cup. So the President's Trophy winner finally gets it done. Is that the Maple Leafs' first Stanley Cup in this sim as well? I think it might be. Chicago there holds on to the first pick. Nashville jumping from 7 to 2. Taking a look here at the playoff tree, Leafs beat the Penguins in 5, Senators in 6, Blue Jackets in 5, and then the Avalanche in 5. The Sharks destroyed the Vegas Golden Knights after they beat us, so I don't know what that says about our team. Team awards there, you can see individual, Bedard, Art Ross. Nathan McKinnon, though, gets the Hart. Brandstrom, James Norris, that's his 2nd. That's crazy. Zegras on the Flames, Lady Bing. Homer Calder Trophy, Marner Conn Smythe. Huxley did get the Vezina. Wow. He got both the Vezina and the William Jennings Trophy, and we're about to trade him away because we straight up can't afford him. That's insane. Gayev, hopefully I said that right. Bill Masterton. Penguins coach Jack Adams. Eklund Selke. McKinnon, Ted Lindsay. And then Bedard there, Maurice Richard. I mean, come on. Huxley contract year. Takes on both goalie trophies. Like, are you kidding me? Providence there when they called their cup in the AHL. Individually here, Trocheck's buried now. Most points, though. Liam Kirk, MVP. Let's see any other names recognized. Connor Timmins, best defenseman. Vladar there, best goalie. Roslovic, MVP of the playoffs. Trocheck, sportsmanship. Archibald there, community involvement. And then Husso, lowest goals again. So like a bunch of current NHL players are now in the AHL, which is always funny to see. Next year, guys, we'll get to the draft. Again, I guess I got my eyes on Jack Hughes this summer because that's what everyone wants. Retired players here first. Philip Forsberg, also in Calgary now. Hedman with the Penguins. Teravainen, I saw he's solo rated. Yeah, 74. Couturier, Arvidsson, Klingberg. So definitely not as crazy a retirement class as, what was it, last year, the year before, where you had Crosby and Ovechkin. That one was nuts. Let's check out goalies here. John Gibson, Anton Forsberg, that's about it. We're at the draft now, guys. This, of course, is our final draft. You can see the top 5 players. They're all just medium elites. In terms of gems, you got a low elite and a low top 6. Nothing crazy. And now in terms of guaranteed medium elites, ooh, goalie there, 67. Should be able to take him with one of our many, early picks. Also got a guaranteed medium top 6 there, 129. Very good value. All right, guys, so I was actually just looking to make a trade for Jack Hughes. Unfortunately, it says we're over the maximum salary cap, even though I'm giving them more than $13 million with the players. So at the draft, sometimes it's weird like that. Now, I did notice Isaac Lundstrom available on an expiring deal, but was making $800K. If he doesn't ask for too much of a raise, he could be really good replacements for, say, like Jake Neighbors. So I'm just going to offer them somebody we don't need. So I'm just going to offer them like a 6th round pick. I feel like the 6th actually has more value. Yeah, they say yes. So Jack Hughes trade isn't dead or anything. I'm just saying I'm not going to do it at the deadline. I'll have to wait till the summer to make the trade happen. All right, guys. Next year I'm actually going to trade Perreault, who we just signed, I know. We only had to give a 2nd round pick for him, though. 9 goals, 49 assists last year. Pretty solid numbers, honestly, but kind of weird. He's a playmaker with a really good shot. Clearly, though, more of a playmaker. He had like 50 assists. The thing is, he's 26. Apparently, though, he's a pending UFA, not RFA. You can basically tell there by the value. So I wanted to trade him because I'm sure he's going to ask for a big raise we cannot afford. With a 1st round pick, again, the 1st round pick is going to be pretty useless to us in the final season to try and get Kaapo Kakko here for the Winnipeg Jets. 2 years left, making 3.5 on the block, 86 overall, sat out last year, but the years before that, you guys can see like a 30-point guy. I think he'd be really good, though, in the bottom 6. Defensive awareness isn't the best, but good physical, good hands, pretty solid shot, good skater. He's got a couple X factors, too. So I like this trade just especially because of like how much he's making. Let's see what the Jets say. Trade's accepted. Okay, so like I said, I think that should be a solid move for us. And so at this point, guys, we'll send to our next pick. If you're wondering about like Barzell, I'm actually just going to hold on to him along with everyone else that's a pending free agent, just in case anyone's asking for like, way less than they should be. It's kind of worth the risk, hoping to get a good deal rather than trading them for like a 7th round pick at this point. So with this pick, I'm going to take the guaranteed medium league goalie. 60 overall. That's actually really solid. And our next pick here is early in the 3rd round. And I'm seeing all of our pins here are actually like later picks. This Darren Bork guy, though, probably NHL ATA 3 years. Could be medium elite. Let's take a chance. Why not? And medium top 6, alright. Now, I mentioned before, guys, we actually have 3 third-round picks in this year's draft. It sucks there's really no one around there I want, so try to trade these 3 thirds for the Rangers' 2nd and 3rd next year. The value's pretty equal. They say no. I feel like that's kind of good, honestly. Let's see, I'd give up like an extra 4th next year, I guess. Now they say yes. Okay, so in terms of this year, we still have 2 4ths and a 5th. And so our next pick here is in the 4th round, picking 104. I'm just going to take a guy a little bit early, guarantee me on top 6 there. And Rositas. And he's only 42 overall, but he is BM top 6 grinder. And just in our next pick here, guys, a late 4th rounder. Should be a guy coming up. We have 120. I guess we're kind of taking him early here, but Tenny, guarantee BM top 9. He's going to go 150. And 59 overall, not terrible. And now, guys, we're going to see if the Buffalo Sabres will go say 6th and a 7th this year, for a 5th this year, and a 7th in 2 years. They really should. Like, the value makes sense. And yeah, trade's accepted. That trade probably didn't make much sense for us, but like, might as well have picked up a pick there rather than just reach on everybody. So next year we'll take, I guess, a Vikingstad. Pretty sick name. And he is low elite there, 48 overall. And our final pick in the draft here is beginning of the 7th round. We're going to take Olis, another Swedish guy. Guaranteed low top 6. 6'5", power forward. Not too bad at all. Obviously, didn't have any like insane pick this draft in the final one, but I still feel like it was pretty decent. Another resign phase, guys, with $22.5 million in cap space. Obviously, they've got a lot of guys to resign here. Probably the first one, actually. Could have traded at the draft, maybe for like a top 5 pick, but none of the top 5 picks were on the block, and that's Huxley, coming off Vezina Trophy and the William Jennings Trophy. He wants $10 million. Yeah, so originally I was going to have him part of the Jack Hughes trade. I think that is definitely still my plan. Herenstam, what's he want? He wants 8.6, so really not much cheaper, but you got to think one of these 2 goalies can make it through the summer without somebody, you know, making an offer on them. Kind of crazy, honestly. Like, that's the spot we're in. In terms of the defense, Fox and Hughes under contract, almost $30 million for the pair. Now, Luke Hughes, Theodore, both in huge contracts. Koltsov, $26.83. 4.4, I cannot pay that for a bottom pair guy, especially when we're paying the top 4 as much as we are. So, munitions on the bottom pair, and I think either Koolmans or Jack Guy get to call up to the NHL next season, unless there's somebody really good and cheap in free agency. Jack Guy actually is probably going to be the guy, 800K. Koolmans wanted 1.2, so unfortunately he's going to get let go. Luke Hughes here wants 8.2. Shea Theodore wants 7.5. I feel like Shea Theodore probably says yes to $7 million. Obviously, we kind of got to penny pinch here just because we are, you know, so strapped for cash. Luke Hughes gets a little bit cheaper on a 1 year, but not much. Let's see if he'll say yes to like a 2-year, $7.5 million offer. And now in terms of the forwards, guys, Barzal's a free agent. First, we'll take a look at Richie, the RFA. I want 7.6. So yeah, I definitely should have done like the 3-year, $4.5 million thing that was available for literally 1 day, but I didn't know it would go away, so I'm going to qualify him for now. Honestly, I think like Huxley, he'll probably be part of the Jack Hughes trade. Barzal could be Richie's replacement. Yeah, he's asking for a little bit less money there. He's same rating, but I think, you know, 7 goals, 44 assists, 17 goals, 41 assists. Interesting. 96 passing. Let's see, 94 passing. Barzal's fast, more X factors. Barzal is only $500K cheaper. The thing is, we make him an offer now, we don't lose him, whereas Richie, we definitely could. So I'm going to try and keep Barzal here. Let's do 1-year deal. Let's try 6.5. I think he'd maybe say yes to that. Now, in terms of some death players, guys, Jake Neighbors, he wants 2.8, so he's gone. Lundstrom gave up 6.4. He wants 3.3. He's gone too. It was worth the risk, though. Tsunemi will just qualify for now. Soderblom could be like, I don't know, a bottom 6 guy for us. Actually, at 1.2 million. Unfortunately, he's gone as well. And Lekkinen here dropped to a 79. He wants 2.5. Are you kidding me? He's gone. And look at this, guys. We're just checking out the goalie situation again. We've got 5 elite goalies. One of them's a high elite. I actually just made an offer on Zibanejad, 2166, medium elite. He's better than Dice. And I totally forgot, too, when I made Dice the backup in the AHL, I had Heikkinen in there, who I was supposed to trade, 2275 high fringe. Isn't too bad, but totally forgot. So he's another guy we can definitely move at some point, get a pick back for. And here we go, Jack Guy's signing with us. Same with Barzal, that's big. I think the rest is AHL. Shea Theodore, too, okay. Another AHL guy, AHL. Hood there was one with all the X factors, though. Lockhart's back to be the captain of the AHL team. Hughes here wants a bigger extension, okay. Gonna try offering Hughes $8 million there for the 5 years he wants. And there we go, he actually said yes, okay, that's awesome. Zibanejad wants to join, but the roster's full, okay, so I was worried about that. I was looking at the goalies. We actually have 6 goalies under contract. We have too many good prospects. So what I actually have to do here is buy out Ratslav, 850K. It'll cost next to nothing. You guys might notice last year too, the Ekman Larson bat was finally gone, and already we got 283K back on it. But obviously not worth losing immediately goalie there to keep Ratslav. So we'll definitely be trading a couple of them. We can bring back Ratslav or somebody else to be the AHL starter. And there we go, guys. Zibanejad does sign after we bought out Ratslav. This Peterson guy here was like the ultimate 4th line AHL center. 5-star physical, 94 shot block, stick check. 25 years old, 74 overall, he wants 1.2 million. Sometimes I do not understand what the AHL players ask for in this game. Alright guys, so at the free agency period here, obviously, we really can't spend any money. We actually have to shed salary to be able to bring in Jack Hughes, as well as sign one of our 2 goalies. Matthew Nyes there, 89 overall, jeez. He got really good there playing with the Maple Leafs. You can see sick hands on him. Chinikov, who else is there? Looks like some other creative players. You've also got Simon Evanson, Connor Giacchi, Ryan Pollock there, Jake Gensel, Dylan Cousins. So really no superstar in this free agency, which obviously is good for us. The 2 best goalies available are both our goalies. Wallstead is there as a free agent, 87, wants 5.4. So potentially that could be a backup option for us if we can't get either of our guys signed. King as well, 84 medium elite, RFA. He'll definitely jump in rating. Stats are not too bad at all. I'm not a huge fan of the 67 poise on him though, but if we can actually steal him from Chicago for that price, it would be pretty solid. And now looking at goalies here, there's actually a medium elite goalie available. I'm not sure why I always let guys like this go, but drafted by the Vegas Golden Knights, 5th round, they just didn't give him a contract. Maybe they also had too many goalies like us and then just couldn't sign him. So I'll make him an offer. Obviously, we'd have to trade a goalie for that to actually happen. Also, too, we still need an AHL starter, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. Tidja Ginla here, 78 overall, medium top 6. He's actually pretty solid. I wouldn't mind bringing him in to help the AHL team. Also, Grossman, 2071. 2nd round pick by us. I think we just traded him. That was the Islanders, right? And they just didn't sign him? Wow. Now, in the last year here, guys, wouldn't mind our AHL team popping off. Adam Beckman here has an amazing shot. Decent hands, too. I'm thinking give him just a 1-year deal, help the AHL team win another Calder Cup. Jacob Pelche, too, could play with him on that first line. Really good passer, pretty good shot as well. So just signing these guys literally for that. Try and win 1 more Calder Cup. Now we need a center to play between them, and look at this guy, Colson Petra. I think he plays for Flint, 2023 2nd round pick by the Blackhawks. 90 passing, solid shot, 84 faceoffs. This guy's also 1 year left to grow, so who knows? Could even make the NHL team. I'll give him a 2-year deal, 900K. Also, too, guys, I'm looking at Curtis Douglas right now, 6'8", 86 faceoffs there, 5-star physical, former Spitfire. I'll sign him to be our new 4th line AHL center after the other guy wanted like $1.5 million as a 74, which was just a joke. Alright guys, now as I promised, I'm going to try and get Jack Hughes here for the New Jersey Devils, offering up Matthew Michkov and Huxley. Michkov's there for not only the salary, but also the trade value. He's actually got a good amount, so this trade could go through with him. Also, we need him for the salary, and if we use PD, he doesn't have enough trade value. Plus, I really don't want to trade away PD. Now with him, I'm offering up Huxley. Again, we have another medium league goalie. What's kind of crazy, actually, Herenstam here is higher rated, same age, but has less value. Probably because Huxley's coming off, a Vezina Trophy winning season, but still kind of funny to look at there. So this is just the starting point of this trade. I'm sure we're going to have to add to it. And yeah, trade's rejected. I was expecting that. The next thing I'm willing to do here is actually add on Callum Ritchie to this trade. I don't see a way in which we can afford him, so might as well, bring in Jack Hughes here. This is a massive offer. Like, I know people say unrealistic trades and stuff, but Jack Hughes here is 92 overall. Michkov's a 91. We're giving up Huxley, an 88 goalie, and Ritchie, an 88 forward, to go 1 overall higher. Like, we are overpaying so much here just for the sake of getting Jack Hughes. And they still say no. Oh, sweeten the value just a touch. We're actually really, really close now. The fact that they're still saying no, though, is insane. Does a 6th actually do it? It does. Wow, okay, so finally, the 3 Hughes brothers are reunited, all in the Vancouver Canucks. How cool is that? Jack, Quinn, and Luke, all in order as well. Love seeing that. Now, as a thank you for giving us Jack Hughes, guys, I'm going to see if the Devils will give us a 3rd and a 4th for this Dice goalie. They say yes. Obviously, kind of sold low on him, but he wasn't the best rated for his age. Alright guys, so I made that trade so we could actually sign the medium league goalie made an offer on, but I just realized we traded away Huxley, so we didn't have to do that. We now have 4. We already had a spot after the trade for Jack Hughes, but this gives us options too, like if we want to bring in, say, a better AHL backup or even a better NHL backup, honestly, just make Yorgi the AHL starter, we can do that. So I feel like we're in a pretty good position now. I mean, Jack Hughes, maybe that's, what we're missing. All 3 Hughes brothers playing together. We'll keep simming here. I'm trying to see how much money do we have now. We have 677K to sign that starting goalie. So, yeah. We're probably losing that guy too. I mean, we knew it was a risk. I don't even know what to do here. This King guy does say yes to a 1-year 800K, 84 overall. So I'll make that offer. If he says yes, probably just did Chicago a favor. Alright guys, the medium league goalie did say yes, so that's good. We didn't trade away the other guy for nothing. 3rd and a 7th. 7th round pick for a medium starter is essentially what they just offered us. That is disrespectful. I'm not making a trade with Ottawa now. Beckman said yes. Honestly, too, I was looking at the depth we have. we might need him in the NHL. Same goes for Pelche, so I should probably go sign some other, you know, two-way guys that are 80 plus. Douglas there will definitely be AHL though. Petra, maybe not. Grossman here also said yes. Same with Tijiginla. King will not accept a two-way deal, but I think he's still available. Actually, never mind. He signed a contract with Chicago, so that's all right. And now look at this, guys. This Perrin player is available. 26-82, low top 6. Second round pick, 2023 by the Stars. 99 passing on him. Not a very good shot, but 99 passing. Are you kidding me? We need all the help we can get. Like I said, we have no money left. I'll offer him 825k 2 years. Hopefully, no one else comes in and steals them. Isaac Ratcliffe here available again. I feel like we still have our fourth line wingers though, so we're probably fine in that regard. Alright, so I'm really looking for diamonds in the rough here. Just stumbled across this Banting prospect, 2580, UFA. Last year I think that's like 54 points in the AHL. Let's see, he's a sniper with 5-star hands. He's got 90 for both his shot accuracies. Not very good defensively or physically, but I mean that's okay. He's a dude who could potentially be on the third line. He wants a 1 year. Let's offer him also 825k. I think people actually have to trade away a couple of players we don't need, but just clear up some spots, no big deal. Alright guys, so I'm actually trading away this Ranchinen guy, 2162, low top 6. We have that many good prospects that unless you're like already high 70 and playing in the AHL, that's kind of one of our worst prospects we have signed. Got a 4th round pick from the Ducks. Maybe we could have gotten more, but like whatever, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure we have contract spots. I think I even threw on like a free medium bomb 6 unsigned prospect for them. Okay, again, here we're getting what? We're moving up 2 rounds to give up a medium starter. Like, makes no sense to me. 2/3 for medium top 6, also stupid. I just noticed too, Jack Hughes was over a point per game last year in the playoffs. Unfortunately, he was on the Devils, who were also one and done there in the first round. Hopefully, like I said, the Hughes brothers, the trifecta, can go on a deep run. Perron there said yes. He was the 82. Banting was the 80. Again, I'm looking for guys who I think could grow in the summer, just dudes who could perform with some ice time, because we have no cap space. So I'm still not really sure what to do about the goalie situation. My plan right now, honestly, at this point, is just to wait till the fall. Hopefully, no one makes an offer. We can have about $3-4 million in cap space and get him on a 1-year deal. Wow, and look at the blockbuster that just happened. Carolina gets Simon Edmondson in a 3rd from the Islanders in exchange for Rick Colson in a 2nd. Oh, the Islanders must have just signed Edmondson because they saw him in free agency. So, computer's literally doing what they get mad at you for doing. Alright guys, now this is an interesting trade offer. Brock Besser in a 3rd from the Penguins for Andrews a 2nd and a 3rd. He's only making 1.3. Either it's an amazing contract or he sucks now. Okay, he's 84 overall with a few X factors. Still has very good puck skills and shooting. That's actually a really good offer. Andrews 2378, medium top 4. He's solid, but like we need to be able to win right now. So you know what, guys? I'm gonna say yes to that. Like I said, I think Besser is kind of exactly what we're missing. And after making that trade, I actually noticed we could use a couple more AHL defensemen. 1 year left. Why not get the best ones available? You can see there are a ton of 80s. You never know. They could beat out Jack Guy for that 6th spot. So I definitely like Otto Vainen in here. Just a solid all-around defensive guy. 4-star physical, 3.5-star defense, decent skater. Doesn't do anything too flashy, but should be, you know, solid defensively. And I just found this guy right here, Shepard, 2478, medium top 4. So he's still growing. I feel like he'd be a perfect fit there for the AHL team. Islanders offering us a high top 6 unsigned player. I see though, he's making $4 million last year. So yeah, we do not have the money. Pagaduin's medium lead, but we might not be able to afford our starting goalie, let alone bringing in another forward. Vainen said yes, same with Shepard. Okay, I was worried we wouldn't have enough spots, but I think we had just enough. So we're at 50 of 50. At this point, we just gotta hope we can make it to the fall, offer sheet free, and then somehow find a way to work the cap in our favor. Alright guys, we're in the fall now. Unfortunately, we do not have the money to sign our starting goalie. He wants like $5 million. I think we have $2.5 million even after moving contracts around. Trying to get Alexander Barkov here for the Flames at 50%. Still a really good two-way player, which is obviously all we need him for. I'm offering up Eriksson Ek, who's actually dropped in rating, now in 83. So only 1 overall higher. And look at the depth chart. Honestly, Eriksson Ek's probably a 4th line center. So I feel like Barkov could definitely fill that role, even though he is slower now, less physical. Still very good defensively, a lot of good, you know, defensive X factors. Now with Eriksson Ek, T Swift there, I didn't realize got qualified, over $1 million. So sending him over along with McLeod, low elite. 2273 is not bad, but doesn't make the AHL team. So if he gets us Barkov 50%, it's definitely worth it. Trades rejected. I feel like we could definitely add something here to make them say yes. They are, you know, a division rival. Throw in a Panthers 3rd round pick. What if we do the Rangers 2nd? Honestly, last year, I feel like it's still worth it. Are you kidding me? They still say no. Alright guys, so I'm trying the same trade now with the Pittsburgh Penguins for Fedor Svechkov. He's actually even better, honestly, defensively than Barkov was. 90 awareness, 94 faceoffs, 90 shot block, 91 stick check. Decent physical there, pretty good passing, okay shot. He's got quick pick, stick him up, yoink. he's actually got less value too, because I'm adding Burnfoot here. Just so the trade goes through salary-wise, I'm actually immediately going to flip him for whatever we can get. I'm still adding Swift McLeod there. See what the Penguins say. Trades rejected. Okay, hopefully this one's a little bit closer, because we don't have retaining any salary. We'll have to try adding the Rangers second now. Close to fair value, but they're still saying no. I mean, we have so many fourths. Let's do our fourth. Hopefully it's, 32nd. And there we go. Okay, so not too bad, especially since we can immediately flip Bjornfoot. Obviously, is an upgrade on Jack-Eye, but we just don't have the cap space to keep him. Let's see if we can get a second-round pick here from the Chicago Blackhawks. And they say yes. Okay, so literally we just got our second-round pick back, which is pretty nice, and still shed cap space. What do we have now? 5.6 million, so it is enough to get our goalie somehow, some way. Nobody made an offer on him. We got really lucky, but we had a chance. We had literally no other options. So Herenstam's still a 90. He's asking for 5.2, and what do we have? 5.6, so we have just enough. Let's try and get him slightly cheaper there, just because we do still need Tsunemi to get under contract. And what's he asking? 1.1. I'm sure he'll say yes to like 1 million. That should work as well. And there we go, guys. Herenstam says yes. So we got our new goalie back. Waiting to hear from Tsunemi, and there we go. Alright guys, so now let's start next season. I'll give you an updated look at the lines. Obviously, good amount of turnover this summer just due to the salary cap crunch, but I still feel like our team's looking pretty good, especially after bringing in Jack Hughes. So you can see he's actually playing first line center there between Michael Misa and Amante. I did notice Jack Hughes has 87 faceoffs, which definitely, I think, a little bit too high for him, but maybe, over the last 9 years, he's gotten better at it in the sim. Second line there, we got Petey with Barzell and Besser. Very good second line, also gets a +5. This Perron guy's on the third line with Svechkov and Kako. So some solid two-way players there. You can see Kako, good puck skills, skater. Svechkov, amazing defensively. This Perron guy, 99 passing. So hopefully can set them up. Definitely can get him some power play time. Fourth line here, I'm actually trying something new. So Sexton, 2279 medium elite, two-way forward there. 87 D awareness, 89 shot block, 94 stick check. Physical there's all 89. Like, it's going to get better. I think he'll actually be a really good player. Tsunemi's in the middle, and then Pagaduin on the left wing. He's a 76 grinder. Again, 4-star physical, but like they're all high 80s, low 90s. Defensive stats there aren't that bad. I think if these guys grow, they'll definitely be awesome. Now, even if they don't, I've got Peterson already scratched. Somehow we're able to afford him as a scratch player. He's, you can see, a lot better defensively, really good physical, but only 79 done growing. Basically, he's insurance option for Pagaduin if he doesn't do well. Defensively here, no change to the top four. Theodore Fox with the Hughes brothers on the second pair. Actually, I'm curious quick. The Hughes on the top pair does not work chemistry-wise. Unfortunately, Jack-Eye, Munition get a -1, but, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Goaltending, Herenstam there, starting 90 overall. Still can't believe we actually found a way, to get him signed. Georgiev backing him up. Now, next year, guys, I'll show you the AHL team. So, they're looking pretty stacked. We got Banting on the first line left wing. He almost made the NHL team, but he would have been on the fourth line. I just felt like he didn't fit there. As you can see, 83D awareness isn't bad, but he's really good offensively. Like, 92 passing. His shot there is 90-90. Maybe I even call him up, depending kind of like what trades you make and stuff. But right now, he's just giving me an AHL All-Star. Playing with Petrie there and Martone. We then have Beckman on the second line with Peterson and Pelletier. Third line's Bakos, Lockhart, and Ginla. And the fourth line actually getting a +2. We got Wengernowski, Douglas, and Likens. Likens there is a medium elite. Defensively, Shepard, Otavainen. I think we just signed both those guys. Frazee here, medium elite. Grice, Bass, and London. And then goaltending-wise, Heikkinen in there starting. Zvanjad back him up. We still have another medium elite goalie too in Peterson. So, like, obviously we got some guys we could move at the deadline in a package deal. We wanted to bring in another superstar. We are right against the cap, though, so we'd have to bring in somebody on a cheap contract, whether it be, a rookie or just somebody on a really good deal. But, I mean, looking at the team, I feel like it's a good balance of everything, especially, like, this top 4D is really kind of what's going to carry us, I think, with Herenstam 90 overall in net if he does play well. I'll show you guys, too, for the last year. I thought this would be fun. Obviously, we brought in Jack Hughes, so named him alternate captain, along with Luke Hughes, to, kind of back up their brother there in Quinn Hughes. So, rolling out all three Hughes brothers as the captains. I feel like that was just something I had to do. And now in terms of the ratings, guys, for next season, I'm actually curious to see what we're going to be. 99 offense, 96 defense. We've actually gone down a little bit, kind of surprising, and 89 goaltending. So, hopefully this team is still good enough to at least get out of the first round. If we don't win a Stanley Cup next year, that'll be no Stanley Cups for this Canucks team, which I really think they were deserving, especially year 7. Made it all the way to Game 7 Stanley Cup final just to come short. But we've gotten really lucky so far in season 10, so maybe it'll happen for a third time straight. But that's it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.